Yo, what is good, YouTube? Krishan checking back in with another video. If you haven't done so already, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. So in today's video, I will be doing my breakdown for this weekend's Orlando Pro, as well as giving you guys my top 5, maybe top 6 predictions. And at the bottom, you guys see Andrea Mosti. I believe that's a typo for Andrea Presti. I seen that over on Bodybuilders Without Borders on Instagram. So in this video, I will be breaking down the guys that I believe will be in the top 5 or 6. There's going to be Tonio Burton, Maxx Charles, Klahar, Jonas Giatras, Hassan Mustafa, as well as Andrea Presti. So I'm going to break these guys down in no specific order. So starting with Andrea Presti, he's actually coming off a 7th place placing at the California Pro. Cali actually had a pretty good show. We had Charles Griffin winning that show and Moshe Bun second. However, Presti actually placed second at the New York Pro behind Blessing Awardable. Incredible showing, and Presti has actually put on a lot of size since last year's Mr. Olympia, where he placed last. Now, Presti still needs to put a little bit more size on, but in this competition, I do believe he can place as high as second. This guy has an incredible shape. His physique is just so pleasing to the eye, man. Everything just flows. Just being a taller guy, it takes a bit of time to fill out the physique, but I believe Presti is going to bring a great package this weekend. Now, the next guy we're going to talk about is going to be Klahar, and this was his last showing at the Boston Pro. Now, this wasn't the best showing from Klahar. He has actually been on diuretics for a very long time, but he didn't know. I believe he's a guy that has high blood pressure, and it really affected him during this show. But after this, he got his health under control, so we should be seeing a better version of Phil. Now, as you guys know, at last year's Texas Pro, that was probably his best showing in his life. At about 47 or 48 years old, he was pushing Ian Valliere as well as Steve Kuklo. We can arguably say he was more conditioned. He also had the best back in that lineup. But which Phil are we going to see at this show? Are we going to see Phil from Texas or Phil from Boston? Now, the next guy we're going to talk about, the man of the hour, Hassan Mustafa. Incredible, guys. Hassan just brought an incredible package to the Puerto Rico Pro, getting his first pro win. Hassan is looking to get his second pro win here and still going on to the Honor UK. This picture on the left is probably going to be legendary at some point, guys. Hassan should just get this frame, man. The arm, the chest just look freaky. Now, this was Hassan at the Puerto Rico Pro. This was definitely his most conditioned package to date. But as you guys can see, Hassan was a bit flat here. Also, he needed to improve his posing. But Hassan and AJ Sims have been working on everything they've been hearing on the media. Actually, AJ Sims commented on one of my videos, so huge shout out to him if you see this, AJ. And the next guy we're going to talk about is going to be Maxx Charles, and I believe this is his 7th show of the year, maybe his 8th show. Now, Maxx Charles did not come in the best shape at the Puerto Rico Pro, as you guys can see on the left. Max was not in the top 5, but on the right was him at the Boston Pro. Extremely conditioned, where he actually snuck into 5th place, passing up Regan Grimes and Klahar, who was arguably ahead of him in prejudging. Max is so consistent, but once again, are we going to see Max from Puerto Rico? Are we going to see Max from Indy? Are we going to see Max from Boston? We never know. If Max comes in 100% condition, he can definitely be placed up high. Now, the next guy we're going to talk about is Tonio Burton. Tonio is coming off a 3rd place placing at the Cali Pro, once again behind Charles Griffin and Moshe Bun. Before that, he did the Legion Sports Fest last year, taking 4th. And of course, he was coming up from 212 after winning the Indy Pro last year and placing 10th at the Mr. Olympia. So Tonio already has a pro win, even though it was in the 212 division. Incredible physique, and every time I mention this guy says certain things about his physique reminds me of Dexter Jackson. But Tonio is a guy that really needs to improve his posing. I believe if Tonio just improves his posing, his physique will look a lot better. But I'm going to go ahead and give you guys my top 5 predictions for this show. And in 5th place, I have Klahar. Phil has an incredible physique, but I do think the age may be catching up with him a bit. I think Phil can place as high as 2nd in this lineup, but just going off his last showing at Boston, I just think 5th place is probably going to be where he'll land, depending on how he comes in. And in 4th place, surprise, I have Jonas Giatras. Jonas is coming off a 3rd place placing at the Puerto Rico Pro, which was his pro debut. Jonas is being coached by Chris, the technician, Aceto, man. And as you guys can see here, watch out for this guy, man. He's pretty good, pretty conditioned. And in 3rd place, I have Andrea Presti. Incredible physique, and once again, Andrea could place a little higher as well. Pretty much, I think 2nd through 5th may be almost interchangeable, especially between 2nd and 4th. And I honestly think it's going to be a battle for that second place position, between Andrea Presti and Tonio Burton. Tonio has an incredible physique, and I believe, honestly, if Tonio can improve his posing, because his posing is a bit off, I believe he would be a solid second for this show, but honestly, I believe Presti could push him, and this may be the best matchup out of this entire show. And winning the Orlando Pro this weekend, I'm going to have to go with Hassan Mustafa. Hassan just brought his best package to date at this Puerto Rico Pro. And honestly, from the recent updates, the posing looks better. He looks a lot fuller. I'm pretty sure we're probably going to see the new best version of Hassan Mustafa this weekend, man. Incredible physique. Now, I usually bomb a lot of my predictions list, but I have been predicting the winners correct for a little while, guys. So I may be onto one about picking the winners. But as always, let me know in the comment section below, what are you guys' predictions for this show? Am I crazy? Also, you guys may have noticed I didn't put Maxx Charles in my top 5. I have Maxx Charles placing 6th. Kind of wanted to surprise you guys with putting Jonas up. But as you guys see his physique, he can definitely place that high. As always, I hope you guys did indeed enjoy this video, man. If you haven't done so already, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm Krishan from Go Fitness, and I'm out.